Right, joining me now is Paul Theron for Mad Markets. Thank you so much, Paul, for coming in today.
Where's my table?
We took it away. Okay, so Europe under the spotlight, a conference call might be occurring between France, Germany and Greece.
Look, I'm most hopeful that the duo of Mercosi, as they call them, are about to deliver us from this perpetual European saga we've been living with for the last year. But every time it looks as though something significant is coming through, then they say, you know, don't get your hopes up and so on and so forth. But look, I mean, it was amazing last night. You no doubt noticed as the evening wore on in New York, the markets were really down and out. And then suddenly this rumor comes out that the Chinese are looking to come in and support the Italians in some fashion. Look, today's news was that they're not really interested in the bonds. They want to buy the actual Italian companies. So my theory is what they want are the shoes, the handbags, and maybe the upmarket cars. Because, you know, the Chinese are very keen on that kind of stuff. And we know that the Italians have got all of the above industries totally taped.
But Paul, you know, with all this talk of collateral and, you know, we're focusing on Greece and Italy, do you think that it is the wise thing to do to sell significant assets off as collateral so that you don't default? Shouldn't you just default? And keep all your assets and start, and yes, get the soup kitchen going, but you start from scratch and what you have is yours.
No, I don't think so, because in financial markets it's always better to, you know, do the workaround, because otherwise you get into the Lehman Brothers type situation where, you know, money gets stuck in the wrong places. Default is never a good idea. But understand that I'm extremely positive about Europe, and why is because with Greece's moves to start raising the tax base in some unconventional fashions, that sounds like excellent news to me.
I know, it sounds like excellent news, but just think about it, because what you're actually doing is creating more unemployment, and the austerity is actually stymieing growth within the Greek economy.
Yes, but that's the opposite of the argument you were making a moment ago.
I know, I'm playing devil's advocate here, so I've got to
The way I see it is if people won't pay their taxes and they're going to lie about their assets,
well,
then the only thing to do...
it's just unsustainable.
Well, but they don't pay VAT either, because then everybody's going to cash. So the idea is you charge people through electricity and other things that they can't do without. Sounds fabulous.
I think you should open a candle business in Greece. I'm sure it'd make quite a bit of money.
That's next.
Aspen Pharmacare out with results today. Our first round out with results. What is your sense of the corporate earnings front? Because we're starting to...
Yeah, look, those were both very interesting ones. I was disappointed I didn't see Stephen Sard. I must have missed him on the way out into the studio, because that's one of the most fabulous businesses on our markets, and certainly one of the best CEOs. We're strongly invested there. And for me, healthcare is a fabulous space. The first round results were also very good, but I must get Michael Jordan on at some point and talk to him about this, because that group is still in a state of permanent transition. You know, they're about the same size as ABSA, but the problem is if you buy first round, you're getting the whole of First National Bank, a piece of RMB, but I'm not sure how big the piece is. Then you get a bit of West Bank, which is separately managed. So it is getting clearer and cleaner, but I think it'll really come into its own as an investment when people can say, right, that is what I want to buy. And I'm either going to get just the retail bank, or I'm going to get the retail and the investment bank put together. For the moment, anyway, it's a bit messy.
Paul Theron, thank you very much for joining me. Great to have you in studio.